Hold up, did Jim Jones just flip the entire internet upside down with one cold-blooded move? Is this a paternity scandal? Or a masterclass in public betrayal because baby? The tea is boiling and Chrissy Lampkin's mascara-streaked tears aren't even the wildest part. 1 minute, she's rocking the ride or die crown. And the next BAM DNA results hit the table like an atomic bomb and suddenly, it's giving more Jerry Springer than love and hip-hop. So the million-dollar question is, who's the daddy? And what the hell just happened? You think you've seen celebrity drama? Think again. This isn't just relationship trouble, this is scandal served with a side of test results, reality TV flashbacks, and allegedly some very strategic crocodile tears. And before you assume this is another publicity stunt, let me stop you right there because what we uncovered will have you questioning not just Chrissy's relationship, but everything you thought you knew about loyalty, love, and limelight. Manipulation. You ready for this mess? Because once we start peeling this onion, there's no turning back, and yes, it's gonna make everybody cry. Let's dive in. Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin have long been fixtures in the spotlight. Their relationship a constant source of fascination, speculation, and sometimes outright drama for fans and critics alike. Known for their ups and downs, public displays of affection mixed with turbulent moments, they have often given the media plenty to talk about. But nothing could have prepared anyone for the shockwave that hit when Jim Jones dropped the bombshell about the DNA results concerning their newborn child. Chrissy's tearful reaction wasn't just a fleeting moment caught on camera, it was a powerful, emotional display that has since sent waves through their fan base and beyond. This situation is far from your typical celebrity gossip. It challenges everything the public thought they knew about this couple's relationship and raises serious questions about trust, truth, and the cost of fame. Jim Jones, with his tough street credibility and no-nonsense persona, has always seemed like a man who controls his narrative. But this revelation threw that control into chaos. Meanwhile, Chrissy, who has built a reputation for being the strong, unshakable partner, was visibly shaken, leaving many wondering if the cracks in their seemingly solid foundation were bigger than anyone realized. The timing of this DNA revelation, coming on the heels of joyous news about their newborn, feels almost too dramatic to be real. Yet here we are, dissecting every moment and motive behind this explosive development. Over the years, Jim and Chrissy's story has been one of both resilience and controversy. From rumors of infidelity to public spats and heartfelt reconciliations, their relationship has played out in real time, providing a front row seat to the highs and lows of celebrity romance. However, this DNA test scandal adds a new layer of complexity, one that cuts deeper than surface-level drama. It threatens not just their personal bond but their public images, brands, and the narrative they've painstakingly crafted. The internet exploded almost immediately after the news broke. Social media platforms buzzed with speculation, memes, and debates about the authenticity of the test results and what they really meant for the couple. Was this a genuine crisis or an expertly orchestrated publicity stunt? Fans were divided. Some expressed sympathy for Chrissy, praising her vulnerability and strength in the face of such a personal upheaval. Others questioned the timing and sincerity, suspecting a strategic move to keep their names trending in an era where attention is currency. As the story unfolded, anonymous sources began to surface, claiming insider knowledge about the couple's private lives. These so-called insiders spoke of late-night arguments, secret meetings, and possible attempts to manipulate the narrative for maximum media impact. One source hinted that Jim Jones might have been aware of potential issues with the DNA results long before making them public, raising questions about why he chose this particular moment to reveal the information. Meanwhile, whispers about Chrissy's reaction suggested a mix of genuine shock and carefully crafted performing, adding fuel to the fire of public speculation. This scandal also reignited conversations about the pressures celebrity couples face to maintain a perfect image, even when cracks are forming behind the scenes. Reality TV stars like Jim and Chrissy often walk a tightrope between authenticity and entertainment, blurring the lines between real emotions and scripted drama. The DNA test revelation has thrown that balance into sharp relief, forcing fans to reconsider what parts of their story were real and what might have been for show. Beyond the emotional toll, the controversy has also sparked debate about privacy and the ethics of publicizing such intimate details. DNA tests are deeply personal matters, and their airing on social media and entertainment platforms raises questions about boundaries. In the digital age, how much is too much when it comes to sharing private struggles with the world? And who ultimately benefits from this kind of exposure? The fallout from this revelation is still unfolding. Legal experts have weighed in on the potential implications of disputed paternity claims in the public eye, hinting at possible custody battles, defamation suits, and damage to personal reputations that could have long-lasting effects beyond the gossip columns. For Jim and Chrissy, this scandal threatens not only their relationship but also their business ventures, endorsements, and future opportunities. In the midst of all this, Chrissy's tearful breakdown remains a haunting image, a reminder of the very real human emotions behind the headlines. Whether her reaction was entirely genuine or part of a calculated response, it revealed a vulnerability that fans hadn't seen before and set the tone for a story that's far from over. As we continue to watch this drama unfold, one thing is clear: the DNA results are just the beginning. The true story behind Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin's relationship is layered, complicated, and filled with twists that no one could have predicted. And in the world of celebrity scandals, that means there's no shortage of surprises yet to come. As the shock settled in and the public tried to process the chaotic aftermath of Jim Jones revealing the newborn's DNA results, more layers of drama started to emerge, layers that made it clear this wasn't just a messy relationship moment, but a full-blown scandal. While Chrissy's terror-streaked face became a viral image overnight, what people didn't see was a calculated strategy unfolding behind the scenes. Anonymous sources started popping up in all the usual places: social media, DMs, gossip blogs, and shady podcast interviews, each claiming to have the real story. One so-called insider alleged that Jim had been sitting on the DNA results for weeks, possibly even months, waiting for just the right moment to unleash the information when it would get the most attention. According to this source, Jim didn't just randomly decide to go public out of hurt or confusion. He made a calculated move, allegedly even consulting with peer experts about how to drop the news in a way that would maximize public interest and sympathy. Chrissy, on the other hand, was reportedly blindsided. While many speculated she wasn't on the drama, others claimed she found out about the reveal at the same time as the public did, triggering the meltdown that has since been dissected frame by frame. In one viral clip, you can even hear her muttering something under her breath that lip readers are trying to decode, with theories ranging from betrayal to blackmail. If the goal was to create chaos, then mission accomplished. Because the public reactions have been anything but quiet, Twitter exploded with hashtags mocking the situation, while others rallied behind Chrissy, labeling her a victim of emotional manipulation. Some users compared the drama to classic reality TV betrayals, calling it a Mona Scott-level plot twist, while others dug up old clips of the couple's previous fights on Love and hip-hop, analyzing them like forensic experts, trying to uncover clues that this DNA drama had been brewing for years. And just when people thought it couldn't get messier, another twist hit the timeline: rumors that Jim might have tampered with the test results. Yes, you heard that right. One particularly juicy report claimed Jim allegedly paid someone behind the scenes to influence the outcome of the test or delay its delivery. While no official source confirmed this, the story picked up steam quickly, especially after a podcast episode aired where a guest hinted at manipulated receipts and staged reactions from people close to the couple. And if that wasn't enough to stir the pot, another anonymous source dropped the bomb that Chrissy herself had been suspicious for weeks, but kept quiet because she feared it would ruin their brand deals and upcoming media projects. Behind the camera flashes and staged interviews, the tension between the couple had reportedly reached a boiling point long before the DNA test went public. Insiders say they had been living in separate parts of the house, only coming together for content, and that Chrissy had allegedly warned Jim not to take things too far for publicity. But once the test results were out in the open, there was no turning back. Brands that once celebrated their couple goals image started quietly pulling back, and industry insiders began whispering about potential legal actions if any part of the story turned out to be fabricated for attention. The issue here isn't just whether the child is biologically Jim's, it's about the trust that's been shattered, both between two people and between celebrities and the public who supported them. Legal analysts began speculating about potential lawsuits, including defamation and emotional distress claims, especially if Chrissy proves she was blindsided or manipulated. If any tampering of documents occurred, that opens up another legal rabbit hole entirely. And while Jim hasn't addressed the rumors directly, his cryptic posts on social media, photos of him alone, vague captions about truth and loyalty only add fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, Chrissy has remained largely silent, letting the public speculate while her team reportedly strategizes her next move. Could this lead to a rebranding? A solo comeback story? Or is it the beginning of a long, bitter fallout that plays out across multiple platforms and seasons of whatever reality show signs them next? Whatever the case, one thing's for certain: the damage has been done, and both of them are now stuck in a spotlight that's far less flattering than the one they're used to. Their love story has gone from aspirational to controversial, And unless some miraculous twist saves the day, this DNA revelation may be the final nail in the coffin for a couple that once sold the illusion of forever. So now that the truth, or at least their version of it, is out, what do you believe? Was this DNA scandal a shocking betrayal, or just another episode in the never-ending soap opera of celebrity fame? Is Chrissy the victim of a cruel reveal, or is this all part of a carefully staged performance to keep their names in the headlines? We want to hear your theories, your takes, and your wildest guesses. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let the conversation explode. If you're still picking your jaw up off the floor, don't forget to hit that like button to show us you're just as shook as we are. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next bombshell, because if this is how wild things are now, imagine what's coming next. This story is far from over, and trust us, you'll want front row seats. *********.